Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aquarius, this is for you, and I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves ya. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So for the key to the week this week, we have the strength card. So Taurus got this, I think it was also Scorpio that got this as well. So the strength card has been quite active this week, and so I will say to you what I said to both of them actually. One, you want to make sure you're looking after your physical health and vitality. This is really, really important. The strength card very often does represent our physical self, and also it suggests that this week it's slightly different to the Fool card. The Fool card is about a leap into the unknown, right? And having the guts to kind of go after something. Whereas the Strength card basically says to you, you've got to have the courage to go after what it is that you truly want. Yes, it's going to be scary. Yes, your emotions are going to try to talk you out of it, and your brain's probably telling you, you know, but you got to find a way to override that. And that's what the Strength card represents. It's why the woman has her hands on the lion. This is you taming that wildest of creatures, your heart, but it's also the taming of your emotions so that you can channel that emotional energy into getting what it is that you actually truly want. For your actions and options this week, you have the Six of Wands. This is a triumphant yes. This is a resounding yes. Something that you worked hard on, for, or towards finally reaches a conclusion and in a satisfactory way. This is going to see some of you traveling. It will see some of you taking time out. It will see some of you saying, you know what, I reached the end of that journey. This is a moment where you get to sort of, I don't even want to say stand back and survey your, you know, your spoils. It's more a case of just kind of having a moment and saying, yeah, you know what, I did that. Like, and it really is like, I can actually feel this now already coming in, because at this point my first ever batch of students who came through my tarot course have gone out into the world and passed, and they're all out there doing their thing. It's really, really exciting for me as a teacher or as a proud tarot papa. So you know, I feel really good about that, and so it's nice to see this, because you know, I can see that in action. It also suggests that this week there's something that you settle on, there's something that you decide, there's something that you just know, like, this is it, it's done, this was the right step, this was the right move. No matter how scary it is, this is about you walking that path and being okay to say, you know what, maybe I am good at what I do, maybe what I offer is actually valuable. For your communications and conversations, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is great. All right, so in a lot of ways, this is going to see you now. This is really interesting, because although there's the break and the enjoyment and the, you know, maybe even the accolade that comes from it, it kind of looks like you guys are like, yeah, okay, that was great, it was good, but you're like almost straight back into it. It's kind of like there's no chill. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card, but it also is a card of hard work. And it looks like a lot of you this week are going to be putting some sort of graft in, like, even though you're having time out, even though you're taking a moment to take stock of how far you've come, it looks like you're almost like straight back into it. Like, right, what is next? What are the next plans? What do I need to build? What do I need to create? What are things going to look like from here on in? The other thing is as well, this is you seeking to be or do or give or offer the best that you can give. Like, and you won't accept anything less from yourself, which I absolutely love, but at the same time, be good to yourself at the same time. For those of you that work for somebody else, this is lovely. This could be recognition of your hard work and your hard efforts, but it also suggests that you know you're not done yet. For those of you that are working for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, there's a strong sense here actually that you are almost like refining something. Like this is you now smooth, like maybe you finished the sculpture and now you're smoothing off the edges to make it pristine. Like now begins the time where you start to define and refine what it is that you do, what it is that you're known for. Like maybe you've built the bulk of something and now you start putting those finishing touches on it to make it what it's actually going to be from here on in. I actually really like this. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, the first thing that I want to say to you is take time to consider what the most beautiful version of your life could be. And actually, I'll say this to all of you. For those of you that haven't seen The Witcher on Netflix, watch it. Literally, the image and the words that I have in my mind right now is the Yennefer of Vengerberg, and like her mentor says to her, imagine the most powerful woman in the world, what would she look like? And she goes through this whole process of transforming herself. I actually think and feel that because this week the summer solstice kicks in on the 21st, right? Or the 20th going into the 21st actually. Or the winter solstice, depending on where you are in the world. Can't forget my southern subbies. I love you guys. And what I feel like is this is going to be a week of metamorphosis. Some big internal transformation and possibly external transformation starts this week. And I don't know, I just get this feeling that it's going to be like that. This is that moment, right? This is that moment where you are a caterpillar and you're starting to build your cocoon. So this means that the hard effort, like I talked about, is nowhere near done. In fact, it's just starting now. But this is the beginning of the transfer. I'm really excited now. I don't know why, because I don't really know what this is. I kind of feel like I might know what this is going to be for me, but I'm not sure. And now I'm like, oh, okay. By no means are you done. You're just getting started. But this is the start of the process that is going to take you into who you are going to be for the rest of your life. No pressure. Literally no pressure. And then we've got the Judgment card in the money and materials, right? So the Judgment card always precedes massive changes. Big change, like this is life-changing kind of change. You've got it right underneath the Six of Wands. This is a powerful week. Play the lottery, put your money on a horse. And when I say this to people, I always say, don't bet the house, the dog and the kids. Oh, love, sorry, I just got to deliver the kids to the casino because I put them on the roulette table. Like, no, do you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't put your mortgage on it. You wouldn't spend your entire month's wages. Be sensible, but this is a week where you can take a calculated gamble or risk on a financial level, and the chances are it will pay off or it will have some sort of big reward. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you that kind of advice, so please only do what you know you can safely afford, and if you are going to make an investment of some sort, please check in with a professional. Disclaimer done. So annoying that I have to do that, but yeah, it is what it is. Your Judgment card, like I said, and because it's underneath the Six of Wands, that's a win. It's a windfall. It's something that you put out into the world that maybe you're taking a chance or a gamble on that comes good. Love this, right? The Judgment card is also, in a lot of ways, it's a blast from the past. So some of you could be hearing from an old employer, definitely possible, or an old friend or colleague that has a suggestion for you. If it's a get-rich-quick scheme, no. If it's something that is legit, that you can see numbers, research, documents and paperwork on, yeah, give it some consideration, right? But nothing where it's like someone's, oh, you know, you only have to put 500 quid in and you know, you could potentially make 50,000. Like if it's something like that, don't even, it's not worth the hot air. For your physical health and vitality, your Judgment card is usually like your entire body. This card very often shows up for people that have had issues with their immune system, very often shows up for people that have had chronic illnesses. This could be a week where, I'm not a medical professional either, I can't give you that kind of advice, but this could be the week where you have a breakthrough in that regard. Maybe you finally figure out what it is that's been up with you for X amounts of time or years or whatever, and now you can start really making a plan for a much better, happier, healthier life, which is, you know, really beautiful. And then for your home and environment, Whatever changes are happening on the home front, it looks like they are going ahead and they are likely to be permanent from here on in. This is big change to finances, to work, to physical self, body, image. I mean, just across the board, there's a lot of big change for you, Aquarius. And then finally, for your love and relations, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in relationships, this could be you and your partner finally agreeing on the finances. So maybe one of you likes to spend a lot, maybe one of you's like a bit too frugal. This week you could kind of come to that understanding of, okay, you know what, now we know where we stand and actually it's okay, you know, like you're finding that happy medium, you're finding that balance point, which is great. You've got 2 sixes here, which can represent balance or irritability, and based on the cards that I see here, it looks like it's balance, which I absolutely love. When it comes to your those of you that are single, I mean, yeah, this could be a week for love. It could be a week for... Now, for some of you, this is likely to be somebody that you have either dated in the past. Maybe it was the one that got away. Maybe you were the one that got away. Maybe the timing was just never right. You know, sometimes we have that person in our lives. It's like when you're single, they're taken. When they're taken, you're single. And you kind of do this dance of in between and you never quite get there. This could be that time where the stars align and both of you are single at that right moment in time. Could be very, very interesting. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.